So Keith, when we talk about our Alibi Cloud VS solution, help me understand some of the considerations for total cost of ownership that help you decide between cloud and traditional on-prem systems.
Yeah, so when you think about a security system and the cost to get it going, you can break that down into a couple of categories. The easiest is hardware. So when you install kind of a traditional system, you've got cameras, you've got cabling infrastructure, switches, and then you have the recorder and hard drive capacity. On top of that, what a lot of people forget about is securing the recorder. So on top of the recorder, to make it really a true security system, you need a lockbox or you need a secure room that no one can get into.
Yeah, dedicated space.
Yeah, managed access to the recorder.
Right.
And then you have ongoing storage capacity that you may have to put in that recorder. With cloud, we eliminate kind of that whole back end. So because there is no on-site recorder, you're not having to worry about the recorder itself, the hard drives that you may want to install, and then any of that other facilities cost for securing the device kind of gets thrown out the window because we do that for you off-site. It just immediately allows you to get in the door with your platform, making your system secure without having to pay as much up front is really what it comes down to. On top of that, you talk about maintenance. So the recorder itself, with its not being there, you're naturally not having to worry about maintaining more hardware. Updates are done continually in the cloud. We push those down to every system, so you're also not having to worry about someone monitoring the system for updates.
So that's the cameras. Right?
Cameras. You're monitoring. You're worried about the camera hardware and maybe the network infrastructure,
right?
Which you have to worry about anyway. But you eliminate a big piece of that by worrying about the heart and soul of your system is that recorder.
You know, a lot of people don't think about that when they think about traditional on-prem. They buy it once and they set it and forget it, right? And they don't think about all the additional updates and cybersecurity stuff that goes along with
Absolutely, yeah. Most people buy it and they think I'm good and they won't look at it. They won't even try to update it because they don't think they have to.
Right.
And you know, the recorder will work for as long as you need to, depending upon the type of recorder it is. Some are licensed, some are not. But there still needs to be updates and there needs to be an update plan. And with traditional recorders, you can also see life cycles can be really fast on hardware. So if you buy a recorder and 6 months from now a new one comes out to replace it, typically you're not going to get 3 years of updates on your original recorder after that because there's already a new one in place that development might be working on to maintain that. With cloud, it's one software. So as we continually push updates out, you get to take advantage of that as part of the monthly subscription plan. Just helps keep that cost from having to worry about always updating hardware to get the latest and greatest features as well. And then storage is a big one.
Right.
So if you're starting out with minimal storage capacity and you want to upgrade it with on-premise, you've got to increase hard drive size. And you have to look at that a couple of ways. You're buying new hard drives, which can be costly depending upon the capacity. You know, they range anywhere from $80, but if you need larger ones, they can be upwards of $300, $400, $500 for some of these huge 12 to 14 terabyte drives. Two, you have to make sure that your system can support them. Not every recorder can support super large hard drives, or they may have limited bays. So expanding storage as you go can be a little more time consuming and more thoughtful in terms of the hardware you buy up front.
Right.
With cloud, we do it on a subscription basis. So you start at 14 days, you move to 30, that's a license change. The system automatically extends and it starts to go to storage servers in the data center, and you're not having to do any of that mindset thought process of, can I put this in my system? Can I actually get the number of days that I want? That's kind of part of the promise of getting to a cloud solution.
Gotcha. So you remove the need to do all those calculations up front to accommodate for the storage you think you need, which may change over time as you
very frequently, actually.
Right. People will get a security system and they want more. They want to add more cameras. They want to add channel count, right? And you take that away with cloud because it's easy to add cameras without having to add that storage space, and just reduces some of the complexity from a total cost of ownership perspective.
Definitely.
Great. Thanks.